Hey guys, welcome to How to Fight. This is a series where I teach some essential ideas to people who are beginners in fighting games. Today we're going to be talking about combos, which for a lot of beginners can be really exciting and also a little scary. And a lot of beginners think doing a combo is a lot more difficult than it actually is. A lot of these beginners also don't really understand why combos matter outside of doing more damage. And I'm here to tell you that combos are both relatively easy to understand at a basic level and have a lot more utility than just doing a little bit more damage. And the first thing that I want to do is illustrate to you the true value of doing a combo. So we're going to head right over to the game and I'll show you that. If you watch a match between two relatively inexperienced players, one thing that you'll probably notice a lot is that they're landing a lot of stray hits on each other. You know, they might run in and do like random moves and just kind of hit the opponent with whatever. So keeping that in mind, I want to ask you a question. How many times do these opponents have to interact with each other in order for someone to win the game? With players like this who are pretty inexperienced, the answer is going to be a lot of times. Ultimately, when two people hit each other like this in neutral, you're kind of guessing and hoping that you will be correct. And if you're landing a lot of random stray hits on each other, suddenly that becomes you have to be correct a lot of times in order to win the match. And this is very risky because the more times you have to be correct, those are also times where your opponent could be correct. Now, if we were to watch a match between two players who are more experienced, you will see that they're doing combos. While watching people do combos, I want you to keep that same question in mind. How many times do you have to be correct? How many risks do you have to take in order to win the game? And what you're going to find is people that do combos interact like this a lot less. By turning these stray hits into combos and doing more damage, you know, you might only need 2 or 3 combos to win a game. And that means that you only had to be correct 2 or 3 times. Because of that, a person who is doing combos is taking far less risks than an opponent who isn't doing combos. And a lot of the time, how you do your combos and what kinds of combos you do depend on a lot of different things. You might say, well, I just want to do the most damage possible. But you might also care about things like corner carry. How far does it push the opponent towards the wall? You might end combos in a hard knockdown that allows you to attack someone on their wake up. In Strive, if you're near the wall, you might ask yourself, do I want a wall break here? Is getting positive bonus off of a wall break worth resetting to neutral and having to interact in neutral again? This is the true value of doing a combo. It's about saying, okay, I landed a hit here and made a winning decision. How do I turn that winning decision into as much of an advantage as possible? How do I turn my winning decision into the best possible outcome for myself? And those things are way more important than just the simple idea of doing some more damage. Now that you know why combos are valuable, it's important to know how combos work behind the scenes. Whenever you land an attack on a person, they are locked in what's called hit stun. You see how Soul kind of recoils back when he gets hit here? That's him being locked in hit stun, and he can't do anything while hit stun is happening. If you were able to do a second hit while Soul was still in hit stun, you would do a combo. And every time you land another move, more hit stun is applied to the character. As long as you can keep landing moves in a row and the opponent's hit stun never runs out, you will continue to do a combo. But you can't just use any moves you want to, because not all moves on your character will combo into each other. What moves will combo into each other will pretty much always depend on what kind of cancel options your game has. In a lot of games, you can cancel normals into other normals by moving up a sort of scale from lightest to heaviest. And once you get to your heaviest move, you can pretty much always do a special move after that, or a super. As long as you continue to choose moves that cancel into each other, sort of moving up this scale, your combo will probably work. This also means that your combo can only be so long, because after a certain point, you won't have anything to cancel up into. And at that point, the combo will probably be over. This is the most important idea to understand. You want to choose moves that cancel into each other and move up this scale. Now that I've explained all that, let's learn how to do a basic example combo. I'm going to be showing you this in Guilty Gear, but everything I said earlier about how combos work will apply to pretty much every fighting game. We're going to start with Close Slash. Close Slash is a pretty good combo starter in Strive because it has a lot of cancel options. We want to find what Close Slash can be canceled into that combos. And quick tip, one super easy way to figure this out is to go into training mode, go to training settings, opponent status, and in your block settings, put guard after first hit. What this means is that if you're doing a combo, you will keep hitting the person. But if it doesn't combo, the opponent will actually block it. So let's find what Close Slash cancels into. And I can tell you this right now. Close Slash will cancel into Far Slash, it will cancel into a Heavy Slash button, or it will cancel into a special move. Or it can even cancel into a super. Now, let's look at all of those moves and see what they cancel into. Let's start with Far Slash. Far Slash can be canceled into a Heavy Slash button, it can be canceled into a special, or it can be canceled into a super. Now let's move to our Heavy Slash button here. Heavy Slash can be canceled into a special move or a super move. And once we've reached specials and supers, we no longer have any more cancel options. They don't cancel into anything else. We can see that our options for what we want to cancel into get more and more limited as we move up that scale. And what we want to do is find the longest chain possible within this that does the most damage and combos together. The thing that we want to do here is Close Slash, canceled into Far Slash, canceled into Heavy Slash, and then canceled into a special move or a super. So here's what that would look like with a special move, and here's what that would look like with a super. You can try this exact string, Close Slash, Far Slash, Heavy Slash, Special, or Super, on pretty much every character in the game, and it will probably work. This is how you learn how to do combos and figure out what combos into each other. You'll find a move that you like and land often, and then see what cancel options it has. And then you will try to move up that scale and get as much off of it as possible. Now, I know that the combos that I just showed you are not very impressive, and some people might think that it isn't really worth doing something so simple. But it's very important to keep in mind that once you know how this sort of thing works, you can always learn better combos later when you're more experienced. Once you're a little more comfortable with the game and comfortable with how a lot of its mechanics work, you can learn more complicated combos. And you're not really going to be able to do crazy, insane combos right out of the gate, or learn them very consistently, or even really understand what makes them possible. And there are also a lot of way more important things to understand about a fighting game than how to do a complex combo. To be good at a fighting game, you need to understand things like, how do I play neutral? What range is my character comfortable at? How do I build a game plan against a specific character using my character's tools? These things are way more important to understand than doing an impressive combo, and they will also take you way further with your fighting game journey. Combos are not the most important thing to know and consider. So what you need are simple, consistent ways to squeeze out a little bit more damage or put yourself in a situation that's beneficial for you. And that's what learning a basic combo like this will get you. Consistent, easy to practice, and helpful. And you can do those really simple combos while you're learning all the other stuff required to be good at a fighting game. If you ever want some help learning some basic combos on your character, or you're a little bit more experienced and you feel like you want to learn something a little more interesting, there are pretty much always, resources and wikis for whatever game you want to play that are out there. For Guilty Gear Strive, we have an amazing site called Dust Loop that I would highly recommend. On Dust Loop, for every character, there's always a strategy page and a combo page that lists basic fundamental combos for your character and why you might want to do them. Stuff like that can be a ton of help, and I would really encourage you to seek it out. So I hope that this video really helped you understand a little bit more about why combos are important, how to do them, how to learn more about them, and how to incorporate them into your game plan. If you have any questions at all, please ask in the comments below, because I would love to answer questions and help you with anything that you might want to know. All right, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.